What's the key to unlocking your power, you might ask?
Let's find out together. We have Pokemon Breeder in reverse. It is not through having children. It is not through procreating. Your power is within you. And so if you have felt like maybe, you wanted to give up and put all of your failed dreams into another human being by having a child, this is guidance to not do that. We have Xerneas using Geomancy, Shelmet Absorb in reverse, Blossom using Flower Tornado, Ralts using Pound, and Baltoy using Cybolt, and if you wanted to do a little bit of a spin. So with Xerneas using Geomancy, I feel like this is talking about how it's time to move to a new location. Xerneas is all about sharing the energy that flows through its horns when it shines the 7 colors, I believe, which is like the chakra system. So it's time for your chakra system to get an upgrade, and again, you may need to move to a physical new location in order to do that. With Shelmet using Absorb in reverse, it's time to put some boundaries around your heart chakra so you're not constantly absorbing things that really aren't yours. And again, I feel like this is a lack of love that you have felt, and you feel like maybe having a kid is going to fill that hole of the love that you don't have for yourself, which is a really poor decision to make when it comes to having children. And it may be because you have Shelmets in your life. Shelmet are like knights, and knights come and go, they don't stay. Whereas you deserve to have a king or a queen in your life that actually wants to build with you and have a queendom kingdom. So again, if you're having these Shelmet stuff, it's because there's some lack of boundaries on the heart chakra that is causing this. And then we have Blossom using Flower Tornado, and it may be because you trauma bond with a lot of people. Flower Tornado I always take as people who like love bomb, and that's probably again because you don't have boundaries around your heart chakra. So when someone comes in and love bombs you, you're like, oh my god, I just want to take it. It's like when people give you flowers, that's great, right? And maybe that's the blossom of the love, is like, oh, they're giving all this stuff to you, but why would you want a flower tornado? Tornadoes are destructive. So recognize when people are doing too much on the beginning. It's called love bombing, which is basically just like trying to get you hooked, and then they pull back in breadcrumbs to take your energy basically and make you feel worthless and make you feel like you did something wrong and now you're the one trying to do the most for them. So recognize when something is blossoming if there is a flower tornado, because that is a big red flag, especially if you're trying to have a kid. Again, if you're just trying to trap someone by having a child, that is another very poor decision. Because we have Ralts using Pound here. Ralts has to do with inner child healing, and you are never going to heal your inner child by just procreating with someone else. Again, just because you have a child with someone doesn't mean they have to stick around either. So don't use a child as a crutch for your own unhealed trauma.
If anything, you'll just pass that to that child.
Exactly, and they're going to go through the same cycles, and why would you ever inflict that trauma on a child? Because yeah, we have Baltoy, which again did that spin, because this is a cycle. It's just going to happen over and over and over again, and this is a fighting energy. So again, it's just going to be, you're fighting what you actually want to have happen, and what you actually need to do is heal your own trauma, and that is the key to fixing this and healing yourself, giving you the love that you need so that you don't pass on generational trauma.
And part of that process is connecting with life herb energy here. So connecting with herbs to help you heal as well. If you are looking for this external validation, work with herbs, work with things that are going to help you heal. Heal that mending heart as well, or asking to help you in this way, and especially to make you feel tranquil. Fly here, so definitely like what Sachi was saying, like it's time to fly, it's time to move to a next location, because clearly you're not getting the results that you need where you're at. You keep getting these cycles or these people, and you have to fly. You have to fly to a place that feels tranquil to you, and this is where you're going to do, this is where your power lies. When you're finally in a tranquil environment, you can no longer blame the environment or the people around you for the trauma or whatever. That's where you can fully step into your power and just say like, okay, maybe it is me, maybe I do need to do that work. And then when you're in this place and you're doing this work as well, that's when you can fully step into your power and then start calling in all the energy that you are desiring. And another thing too is astrocartography as well, like figuring out where certain lines are in your chart to bring this tranquil energy. There is a science to moving to certain locations. And back to this life herb as well, is like maybe there is an imbalance and there are certain herbs to help you regulate your hormones, your nervous system, or anything in your body that you feel any ailments. There are herbs to help and assist you.
All right, now you have the key. Time to put it in the door.